Hi guys, this is Roylin, and I have my Samsung Galaxy S GTI 9000, and in this video I'll show you the new Darkys ROM version 10.2 Extreme Edition made by the Darkys and crew. You can go to menu settings, and after you have flashed the new ROM, you will look something like this. You have the firmware version 2.3.4, Baseband JVQ, Kernel, DarkCore 2.9.1 JVQ by default, and build number DarkyROM JVQ v10.2. And similarly to the version 10.1, you have the green overscroll effect, and with the green icons over here. And also, if you swipe down the notifications window, the top bar hasn't really changed much, but you have a green overscroll light at the bottom. And I'll show you an interesting thing. I go to screen filter, I enable it to 100%. If I swipe the notifications down again, you can actually see the translucent. You can still see the words at the background over here. Similarly, if I go back to my home screen, swipe it down, you can see the apps at the background. If I swipe down, I bring down the apps, and then I swipe down the notifications, you can see the apps at the background again. So similarly, I swipe down. I'm using the Zim launcher, so there's a green overscroll effect, and the apps over here. If I tilt my phone sideways, green overscroll effect. Alright, I'm using the Zim launcher, so I actually can change the preferences. Over here I have action bindings. That's how I can swipe up and swipe down shortcuts over here. So there you go. Toggle full screen for swiping up. And I can actually change the live wallpaper. I'm using the Starfield 3D live wallpaper. I can change the number of stars that I want to more stars and at higher speed. Toggle stars in the background, and couple ships energy source with phone's battery. And there you go. More stars and at higher speed. So I toggle full screen, and there you can see the slider bar on top. I can actually change that as well. And go to preferences, then you go to workspace, screen indicator. You can see over here you have none, slider, or dots. If you change to dots, it will become something like this. You can see the dots at the top. They appear for a while and then just go away very fast. And I have the Voodoo Control Plus app, the Juice Defender Ultimate, Super Manager, Framecaster Pro for Android, Google Plus, Gtunes Music like Astro File Manager, WhatsApp, Go Keyboard, Neutrality, Auto Killer, Watchdog Lite, Super User, Screen Filter, SGS Kernel Flasher, Screen Off and Unlock Configuration, and the shortcut application icon, the DarkyROM configurator, and my games over here. Games and the internet, Gmail, YouTube, Google Maps, navigation, places, torch, and Tomcat. And I have the market over here, the new version of the market enabler, and the market enabler codes. So that's actually to spoof your location. If your current location don't have any apps available, you can actually spoof it to another location to download the desired app. So how to apply the boot animation? I'll just reboot my phone and reboot into CWM mode, recovery mode, and just wait for a while to boot into the recovery mode. And that's how I flash my Darkys ROM version 10.1, 10.2 through the recovery mode. You have to flash the kernel version first with a DarkCore 2 point something. then you can actually flash the new ROM over it. Previously when I bought this phone, it was on Eclair 2.1, then I flashed it using the Keys software to the Froyo 2.2 and then Gingerbread 2.3. This is what powered by DarkCore now, and DarkyROM. So we have over here the CWM mode. So you can just install the zip from SD card. You have to download the zip file either from the internet through your phone, or you can transfer it from your computer via a USB cable. Then you choose zip from SD card. Okay, what I have here is I have the Lite version 10.1.2, I have the Darkys version 10.2 Extreme Edition Final. That's the one I'm using now, that new ROM. I have the Darkys 10.2 JVQ circle battery. That's what I also flashed. It's an add-on for the circular battery green icon mode. Pretty cool. And I have the CWM green retro Darky edition. That's the boot animation. The newer boot animation is a preferred choice for me. So after flashing this, you wait for the phone to reboot itself, and then it will be something like this. I'll reboot the phone now. Previously, the DarkyROM version 10.2 and the 10.1 has the battery indicator, which is a straight bar. And after flashing it to the circular icon, it looks pretty like solid. Yeah, this is the new boot animation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's a robotic voice just now. It says welcome to DarkyROM version 10.2 Extreme Edition. Alright, I have the lock screen. Previously on my 10.1 I was using the puzzle unlock, but on the 10.2 there is no device lock screen through the settings display page. So you go to settings and then you go to display. There's an option which says device lock screen. There's several options: puzzle unlock, epic unlock, many kinds of unlock options over there, but there isn't for 10.2, but it's okay. So my unlock screen is the Samsung Galaxy S, and pretty fast boot up over here, and the circular battery icon looks something like this. You can see here. I'm charging my phone now, that's why. And then media scanning for a moment. And if you want to restore back to the original boot animation, you can go to Super Manager, and then you go to you can actually try settings as well, but the main thing we are using now is a File Explorer. Okay, Super Manager has been granted super user permissions, and then you go to System. Wait, this is the internal SD card by default, so you press back 2 times, then you go to System folder, then you go to Media. Okay, there's an pop-up which says read or write. You press read and write, and then you go to media, and then you delete the boot animation.zip over here. Then you press back 2 times, then you go to where's the folder? You go to data folder, then you go to local folder, and then there will be a boot animation.zip. We just delete that as well to restore back to the original boot animation. And then after that you can go to settings and to see what other options are available. There's so many options. I haven't really explored it yet. and back, and let's see. Okay, when I bring down the apps, there's an overscrew effect as well. Overscrew effect. When I tilt the phone, auto rotation, overscrew effect, overscrew effect. Then I press home, becomes like this. Tilt. And then screen off configuration. I can actually choose what I want. For example, I choose the zoom out and T-shaped swipe, and what it does is actually when I press this icon, the lock screen is actually to lock the phone in shortcut. You can actually press the lock button, but you can actually do the same over here. So let's say if I change to blink, you can see blink. There's so many options here. You change to blink, then you press this, it blinks, and then lock. So there are actually so many options available, and I love the swipe function as well. Messaging, then new message, then I can swipe like hello, and hello come out. Android comes out. Pretty bright here, but it's actually I just type hello Android. Alright, it's okay. Message discarded. Alright, so in the neutrality app, you notice those pop-up animations. It's designed for DarkyROM version 10.2. You can go to UI tweaks, and then there are several options here. Pop-up animations. It's very slow now. I set it to very slow. If I set it to fast, it will look something like this. Very fast. So I make it very slow, so it becomes like this. Fancy input animations, many things. Alright, I'll keep my video below 13 minutes. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.